How did Hitler become German dictator? The stages by which Hitler became dictator can be remembered as REMENDA: Reichstag fire, emergency decree, March elections, the Enabling Act, the Night of the Long Knives, the death of Hindenburg, and the Army Oath. Firstly, the Reichstag fire. As we should be aware, the Reichstag is the German parliament. On the 27th of February 1933, the Reichstag was set on fire. A Dutch communist known as van der Lubbe was arrested and charged with starting the fire. Hitler and the Nazis used the fire to exaggerate the threat from the communists and argued that he needed more power to make Germany safe. Most historians now accept that the Nazis started the fire and that van der Lubbe was innocent. The emergency decree. Hitler used the Reichstag fire to argue he needed more power. The day after the fire, the emergency decree was passed. This gave the Nazis lots of new powers, like the ability to search a house without a warrant, ban newspapers and political meetings, and arrest communists. Thousands of Nazi enemies were arrested and put into prisons. The March elections. In March 1933, Hitler called new elections to try and increase his majority in the Reichstag. However, this was less successful, and the Nazi vote failed to reach the majority. The Nazis now had 288 seats in the Reichstag, but were short of the two-thirds majority they needed to change the constitution. The Enabling Act. New laws were needed to be passed by Parliament. Hitler could not pass all the laws he wanted because the opponents of the Nazis, like the communists, would vote against them. So the Enabling Act was passed by the Nazis. This gave Hitler the power to pass new laws without consenting the Reichstag. It essentially voted the Reichstag out of existence. The Night of the Long Knives. Hitler still had enemies within the party. In the so-called Night of the Long Knives on June 1934, Hitler got rid of these enemies. Leaders of the SA, Ernst Röhm, who Hitler had fallen out with, was executed, as were other enemies in the Nazi party who had disagreed with Hitler. This made Hitler secure within the party. The German army also did not like the SA, as Röhm wanted to merge the SA with the German army. If Hitler was to get the support of the German army, he needed to destroy the power of the SA. The death of Hindenburg. In 1934, President Hindenburg, the guardian of the Constitution, died. Hitler took over the role of president. As the president was in overall charge of the Constitution, all the rules of how Germany was governed, this made Hitler even more powerful. In August 1934, Hitler secured the oath of loyalty of the German army. In the Night of the Long Knives, Hitler had gotten rid of Röhm and the SA leadership, and this made the army happy. The army were now happy to support Hitler, and the soldiers now swore an oath of loyalty. Hitler now had the army on his side, and no dictator can be a true dictator without the army on his side.